This is breaking news. This is shock. First time, gentlemen, just a bomb at the Nyabohanse, the king of travel, something like that, shows up at my Yugon compound and asking for forgiveness with 15 bags of cement. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not acceptable. Somebody that has been praising and trash my Yugunu Ayamara for such long time and over sadly show in Nyambohanse. What's going on? There is something here we need to understand. I have predicted early that the biggest uh, news for the next few weeks is going to be Ayamara back in his village and Austin Aloman back in Kenya, in Nairobi. And that is what things are showing up. The Ayamara back in his village. It seems like Ayamara is getting distracted from a lot of things because there is a lot of people coming around him unannounced and looking for chances to do something. And then all of a sudden, we have this guy, King of Travel, that has spent time, years, online, trashing him, and now comes to his village, his ground. Remember once Ayamara said, I'll make sure these guys get arrested? Did he forget about this statement for Ayamara? What this guy is doing in Nyambohanse? This is a time that Ayamara can make sure, create a case. This guy can be arrested. He can have the passport, the American passport. Remember, he's in Kenya jurisdiction right now. And Ayamara right now is on condition. Go to the police and police summons this guy, arrest him, and take this guy. I don't know what the law says in Kenya. Pick up a lawyer and make this guy's life difficult and pay for his sins. So, even Mayugno, or anybody that this guy's been casting can take measures. Doesn't matter the size of his passport or the color. This guy's crazy, man. That shows up and young ones from the blue. What is going on? What is going on? Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on with this guy? Can anybody advise him to get out of that place soon as possible and leave Kenya? Or may God have something that we don't know? Just I pass here just quick to react this. This is too much. And the attitude of Mayugno was the best ever. Was the best ever. Not accepting nothing. A guy who disrespected him. Gentlemen, this is gonna be tomorrow. All these YouTubers channel for Nyambohanse or in the Africa reactors, they are watching this, they will react. Expecting tomorrow be flooded with news from Nyambohanse, crazy news. Anyway, I just pass here quick to alert you guys. Madness has gone on in Nyambohanse. Madness. This is madness. How dare you have so courage, leave your comfort zone in the United States of America. I think he had a plan. He had a very clear plan because of this party that Ayamara has been announcing and announcing. So now everybody, as I said in previous comment on my previous video, if anybody has remember, I have said here, there will be unwanted visitors around his house. There will be people curious to badmouth Ayamara party about sleeping condition, food conditions, problems, people smoking weed, fights, uh, people that don't like each other, other things, girls' issues, and more. These things will happen. This is a party of travelers, and this guy just want to take that stand to go be nearby so can feed us with rubbish. This is a very bad news to be honest with you. Showing up of this guy in Nyambohanse is an alert for Ayamara, Miniawi, Mayugno, Nasto, and others, YouTubers out there. There will be problems. The success of Ayamara transforming Nyambohanse, many people hate, they are not happy with that. To see a black man, an African, be so successful in YouTube, especially from the United States, our brothers from the same race, from the United States. We saw Ivan try to break the reputation of Ayamara, the king of traveler, and all these reactors, Carol rubbish. So this part of Ayamara gonna bring us things you never saw in our lifetime. Never, never. So I see you guys are out there. I want to say thank you for showing up. But do you speak uncomfortable truth? Yeah, I do. But how I can say to you is a very simple thing. I have traveled the world. At the time I have traveled was a different time, you know. It was when the world used to be communists and capitalists. And I have seen things, I have learned things. And I enjoy see an African, like the first one I saw was Guadamaya. And I enjoy earlier days, Guadamaya and Tony Megabush, when they start when they start with that narrative of African, Pan-African, all this, that is great. The achievements that Guadamaya has brought in is good, but there is no an achievement can be compared about Ayamara. There is no way. But Ayamara also can't see beyond himself. Somebody have to tell him. And that's why we here to support this man. This is the only man in Africa, in the history of Africa, that has traveled the world and has bring the world to the African eyes through the YouTube. Sometimes very uncomfortable situations. So he's a young man, full of energy, but also has made a change in a certain area of Africa that Africa becomes light outside there. Look in short time what Ayamaro has done, has empowered people just in this recent trip through the United States to the South American, then South American from Argentina to Brazil, and Mexico, Jamaica. See, the people as empowered, how those people are taking YouTube highly. Even me, I just come here react. I have my own channels. I have like a world around me. It's not doing well, but it's not something I should cry. But this channel is to show you, to help you to understand. Ayamara is the greatest traveler in Africa. Sometimes it seems, I know the president says this, I know that, but I want to tell you guys, I think personally, Ayamara needs to drop this party, or he needs select people for this party because he's bringing uninvited people to the village, and this might damage the reputation of the village, gentlemen. I'm really worrying. What happened today to my Yugno? I didn't ever see it. That one day somebody, I thought when Ponte was in at Nyabohanse, the way he was dealt with Uncle Mo, things could go bad, but they managed themselves. So, what I'm seeing here today, gentlemen, is clearer as no one moral disciplines. He has no moral disciplines. Ha ha ha. I doubt him saying he has quiet reaction videos. Well, I want to say something, gentlemen. I come from a country where to understand my own brother, my own sister, sometimes is very difficult. So the human race is a curry, a masala curry, is a mix up. You see these Europeans saying Africa is jungle, Europe is a garden. You need to understand this. Is an insult, a huge insult. But in the case of Ayamara here, this guy from the blue showing up, gentlemen, this is a crisis. Believe me, is a crisis. People out there need to be reacting. Who knows this guy? Better make sure this guy is out before in the morning, before the sun rising in Kenya. This guy is out of Nyambowanze because Ayamara has made a statement. He will lay a case against these people, and then Ayamara will win. Believe me, for every because everything is online, and everything this guy have said against Ayamara, against even what really I'm just here reacting is what he said about the daughter of Mayugno. Mayugno been very sincere, honest about this situation. Sometimes when I look to Mayugno with the new wife, yeah, the way he shows the love, the care, how he made sure the people has donate and support him, he has endless say thank you, embrace on the word of God to bless to those people. And this guy, I'm not, my Lord, I don't know. He is yes, Sayamara get the caps to take him away. It's not to only take the caps, gentlemen. It's not a cap here. We don't need the caps to take him away. We need this guy be accountable on the court of law. So the other reactors should know in Kenya there's a rule and regulations. When an American citizen is going jail in Russia, do you see how the Americans react? They do all they can to get his citizen, and they declare that the citizen is innocent. So why not Kenya authorities law take this guy as an accountable for his own mess? Gentlemen, sorry to go out a little bit of the issue here. There is a guy now, a passport bro. Remember this story about passport bro when Ayamara went most recent visit to America? That pig called himself Ivan. Remember what happened there? Remember what Sultan has put in the online? So we have a case now going on in America, in Kenya, about this Austin Alloman, an humanizer, a guy that is just playing around with women and dump them and then go around and compare. Like the African woman is like a thing of selling. You buy, you trade in, and then you sell it. Things like that. I have mentioned this guy earlier. That I've been saying. This guy is a guy like Ivan. These guys, they don't deserve being in our continent, in our motherland. They don't. And then Guatemala embraced them. So this guy, king of travel, when he decided come, he made a huge mistake. A huge mistake. He should have announced himself. Say, gentlemen, these guys made money, lot of money. Talk bad about Hayamara. Talk bad about Mayugno, Mapopo, all these guys. And there's a time for we Africans stand up and say to these guys, you think because you have a passport, bro, or you American passport, we can't do nothing? Let's stand together, brother. That's where we come from. This is a serious matter. I know the king of travel, the African king of traveler. Remember this word, the African king of traveler. Ayamara is the only one in history of Africa. Not this guy call himself king of travel. What travel he does, where he been, what he have shown to the world, nothing. And this is the problem, gentlemen. Tomorrow morning, this is gonna be a bomb. Just try to see Mini Howie video that she done some minutes. I think TV Choice is up on the air. Yeah, gentlemen, check it in. Hey guys, I want to say thank you. Much appreciate everybody that show up here. And I can say to you guys, really, I appreciate for you guys to show up. Harriet Johnson, thank you very much. Dawn 254 from the humble, a grateful brother. Thank you. I really humble. I appreciate you guys. Everybody, Claire, thank you for showing up. Athenian official brother, really thank you for your time. Who else is here? All of you. Just I show up my face today because really I'm angry. I'm so frustrated. I wish I was there. I could dealt with this guy, not fight, not hit him, to tell things in his face. Words that he have used to damage Ayamara reputation, to damage Mayugnu. What really hurted me on these reactors, especially the lady that is based in Qatar. I've been thinking going to Qatar and confront this human being. Is don't involve children, somebody children. If you are making your money, fine. If you are dancing in your living room, fine. But what my kids have to do with you, if you don't have nothing to do in your lifetime, don't go and trash people. We are humans. I never came across in a YouTube channel here in Europe. I live in Europe, to be honest with you. I live in Europe. I never saw a European person to do a channel of hating another European person. I never saw in Europe an American, Asia crashing each other. Especially these people, they do this kind of behavior. They have a trend them behind. When I watch this lady called Carol himself as a Kenyan, I ask myself, how how proud this person I should be as an African. I'm an East African. The same coastline as the Kenya, I come from there, from the same blood lineage. You guys call him Buzi. At my place where I come, we call him Buzi. Most of the time, you guys are speaking Swahili. Most of the words of Swahili, we talk at home, even here with my family. So this lineage of blood. So what I'm trying to say, how grateful I am from Mini Howie. I want to just say I had done a video. If you guys didn't see it, please go back and see where I have say this lady is the queen, the talk show of Ayamara. And then there is another one called Irene. I think they should come together and do this reaction video, this talk show called Ayamara Talk Show. Talk about these travelers reacting, and it will be good. They will be embrace something new, and then I'm quite sure they will have a lot of fans. We will support them. Okay, and the True children should never involve in this drama. Definitely, brother. Definitely. I appreciate. Andrew Senior TV. How are you, Andrew? I appreciate for joining me. And what you say here, let me see. How is the weather where you are? Well, the weather start changing. We have a very good summer, and there is climate change here in Europe, up here in this side of the hemisphere. Now it's coming little bit cloud, a little bit chilling. This is a change for winter, and the life here is really dead. Believe me, we spend our lives 24/7 inside the house. You guys out there back home, you're lucky people. I'm jealous of you 24/7. We just here in our living rooms, here talking to you. But yeah, it's not been wet for, I can say, for the last 6 weeks. Time to time is wet. Yeah, I hope that satisfy you. Do you look like Swahili along the Kenya rural coast? No, I'm from Mozambique. I'm from Mozambique, from the province called Zambezia. I speak Shwabo, and there is a lot of words in Shwabo. There is something in history that many people don't understand. People from Somalia, I think it's from Somalia. Today I'm not in the, but Kenya, Tanzania, Mozambique, Uganda, Zambia, Malawi, Zimbabwe, we have family connections, lot of family connections. Comoros, Madagascar. If you go to Mauritius, there is Mozambique, South Africa, and we have connections. There is a lot of Mozambique people in Kenya, lot. Since we, for our liberation struggles, the president of Kenya, John Komoyata, something, helped lot us. Most of our parties when start to fight for the struggles that are based in Kenya and then in Tanzania. So we had not only about politics, but bloody wise, we have family connections through the Somalian community, through the Kenya's community that lives in Uganda and Tanzania. The big connection between Kenya and Mozambique is Tanzania. The population of north of Mozambique, Niassa, Cabo Delgado, yeah, through the lake, we have connections there, family wise. So that's why my mother tongue have words of Swahili. Okay, running heavy in Kenya. Oh, brother, I hope that's not happen. What happened in Libya? Really, I do pray that's not happen. You look like a Swahili, Aina. True children should not be involved. Thank you for that. The authenticity us may find no peace for daring to step Yamboans. Well, we can talk this extensively, gentlemen. We can talk this extensively. You need also be a bit clever. Let's open our minds here when we talk about Nyambwanzi. Nyambwanzi, many people, even there is something I realize about Nyambwanzi, these content creators of Nyambwanzi. The content creators of Nyambwanzi, they are out of curiosity. There is a financial need, the financial need of that community. When they saw this Ayamara with this little camera, going around and filming, talking to, they thought it was an easy game, but on the end they realized behind that was something else, a different world. There is a world of subscribe, there is a world of sharing, there is a world of liking, and then there is ads that brings revenue. Or like Fellow the Boy. I hate Fellow the Boy for a simple reason. Fellow the Boy does not respect the rules and regulations of this game. He thinks because he's a fellow the boy, he should do whatever he wants. But he's wrong. He's wrong because he's not a. All right, I'm back here. Yeah, fellow the boy is an opportunistic, and he joined with Ayamara and then Mamazani project and everything. And then when he done this project for another lady, you see the fellow the boy becomes like a I gonna say tough because you can't justify the numbers of fellow the boy in the things fellow the boy does. No, it's not like Mayuglu. It's not like Nasto. It's not like Sergio the Traveler. There is something stranger there. Anyway, change the subjects. I see many people have been coming together. Mohammed Aslam, the Swahili. Yeah, the Makondes are given citizenship in Kenya. Bless. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for you guys supporting. They are my people, really. These days they are having challenges of life. There is a terror group going on in that area, but we think it's more political things involved. The politicians, the politicians, when they find a way of make money, they create wars. Yeah, Mohammed. Yes, it's true. I wish I could have the Kenyan citizen. I'll move to Kenya straight away. Yep, you look like people from the coast, Mombasa, Batis. No, I'll tell you my background. My mom is 100% African. I'm descendant of a Portuguese person. It's a story. My father comes from Portugal, and then Portuguese people been in Kenya. So the you see the story of Portuguese people in Mombasa. So I come from that lineage of people, but not from the sheeps and all that. No, was the reason my father was deported from Portugal for certain reasons to Africa, and then who doesn't want to have an African woman? Tell me who? Who tell me? There's a man around the world does not love our sisters, our mothers. Our mothers are the best. Believe me, I've been around the world. I've been I've been living different places, South America and everything. Okay, beautiful women, but there is no woman like an African woman. And then I'll tell you the reason why. The hard workers, hard. You know, I see when I go home. We don't have water where I come. We don't have. We have a serious, serious problem. Even I've been thinking the first money I'll do it in this channel. I want a borehole. This is a dream. But I'm not saying please give to me. If it comes, it comes. And then if you are out there, you know a way I can get that. I can tell you where I want that borehole. I want it right in the village, in the middle of the village, so everybody can have access to water. That is the biggest struggle. And one of the things I'm jealous of in Nyabohanse is the abundance of water. Yeah. All right. Spoken to Mohammed. Andrew, senior TV is there. Anything else, guys? I didn't answer. The Swahili tribal song along Kenya, Tanzania coast. See what have brothers in Mozambique. Yeah, there are a lot of people from Kenya and Mozambique these days doing business. Rwanda, particular. There is a lot of Rwandese people in Mozambique. Yes, yes. Do you okay? All right. Once again, I want to say to you guys, please subscribe to my channel. I'm here to react. I travel. I go around. I have put in videos in Portuguese on like this channel. I recently visited Portugal, and there is videos there. You don't need to listen what I'm saying, just enjoy the scenarios and try to see how you that is the most old city in Europe. And look at it, there is a lot of beautiful scenarios there. Enjoy it. Yeah. Let me talk a little bit more about uh, Ayamara situation. One other thing here I have to mention about this guy show up in Yamboansi. Let me not go off. Look at this. This guy come to Nyamboanzi because this story about YouTube, you need to understand the YouTube. YouTube has something very particular. It's all about algorithms and those numbers. Me, in my viewpoint of view, what I enjoy of YouTube is not the numbers. I enjoy learn. Let me say one particular video of Ayamara caught my attention and follow him. He went to Cuba. I live in Cuba 10 years. I studied in Cuba. And reviving the memory, and the particular song that Ayamara used in his video has make me embrace him. While he's traveling further to Mexico, has visited places that I've been before, and then it's lovely to see it again. The human, the human, this thing here inside this, always enjoy to see things differently, and and that emotion make you happy sometimes after long day of frustrations, long day of work. So that is one of the secrets of Ayamara. Remember, I have reacted to Ayamara video 2 times when I say lost steam. What was the problem? Really lost steam because of that problem he have in the United States of America. I wish Ayamara goes to the United States, and do a travel in the United States. Go from New York to California and all these states. It will be one of the best ever series he could done in his lifetime. But let me explain to you about this. So when I react, I think he got the message. He was in Mexico and walking the same streets, they're full of people. Could be a street in Kenya, could be a street anywhere, but it was not showing to us a different reality. Was showing what we have seen previous in other videos, like what we have seen in Argentina. Argentina basically was more parks. I was expecting Ayamara in Argentina go try to find a ticket and go watch football. Try to look for Kaninja, a Maradona story. Try to look what the world knows about Argentina. We know about football, great players. But what we see in the Ayamara trip to Argentina was really boring. The only thing I find interest was when he say he want to go to the South Pole. I was like, please, please, I wish I could have the money, send it to him. I wish I have 50,000, 100,000, send it to him to go. Because if I had, I could send it to him. Because if he put his foot on the South Pole, no traveler in the world could have so much audience. Because the way Ayamara is, we could see the South Pole differently. The way they show us in TV about the discoverer. No, that could be a Ayamara documentary. And the other thing is also the views, the people become less loyal to Ayamara because Ivan. But when he landed in Jamaica, the Jamaica vibe came off. That was a bomb. Brazil, yeah, empower that lady. Yeah, he didn't went to the same routine. There's crazy people go see the sex stuff, the bumps. He went visit places, those places where you don't expect a normal tourist to go. That was great. That was just a kickoff. But Jamaica, wow, that was a surprise for me. And that's what many people don't understand about traveling. And this is what Ayamara is on, giving all his best to show us the world. So that's what I love Ayamara, even to be African. I'm very sorry about this Guadamaya just that talk stabbing him and talk bad about him time to time. I'm very sorry. I don't like it. Anyway, just your day, please subscribe. I'm just in a 300. Push me to 1,000. Just make me happy another day. Share my content. Give it a like. But I need to talk about something else if you guys allow me. Mapopo. Can anybody give me a comment? Please give me a comment. What is going on? The relationship between Mapopo and Mayugun. I hope this guy is not coming to explore a flow where there is links breaking. I hope this guy is not coming to explore the wedding of Maja and Dorina. I hope this guy is not coming to trick Maxwell, or this guy is not coming to inflict damage in Nyambohanse. Nyambohanse is a Silicon Valley of creators in Africa. There is no doubt, man. There is no place in Africa with so many content creators. Doesn't matter the content the people created. What matters is these people showing us the world of the daily living. I, if you look to Davy Jr.'s channel, there is nothing there, but the people follow him for a specific reason. He's young, curious, and pushes luck time to time. Also because he's humble. This is the other thing. There is something very specific on Dimwango, on Ayamara, David Jr., Congrats mom, even the father. They're humble. You see how they receive the family. This is how I receive people in my house. This is how Africans going. I see them. I look like to them with love and care. This is what we are all about. So this is what is important. So I have talked too much. I don't see you guys asking me questions. I see everybody's there. Just this was a reaction video about the king of travel, the bad mount, the bad guy showing up in Mayugno's compound with 15 bags of cement. Think, okay, I think this guy came with this idea. To be honest, this I see here. I have white family. To be honest, I want to tell you, sometimes I see this Matiko guy, and then I look at him. I say, God, he goes through the same I go. Sometimes you sit on the table. This one's eating spaghetti. This one's eating what's called and they call fufu. You guys call ugali. Ugali back home is shima. If you go to South Africa, please, if you want to eat ugali, just ask for shima. If you go to Mozambique, ask for shima. Okay, is ugali. Don't think ugali is only in Kenya. I see Ayamara always say, "Oh, ugali is Kenya." Hey, brother, don't say that. Ugali is all over. There is different types of ugali. I can tell you right now. You know that yellow maize, when you don't wash it, just is dry, you just kick in, and then you cook. That is my number one ugali alive. Yeah. Not this one you wash and it looks like white, Yeah. This is most recent history of Africa that looks like white, and people look, no, this ugali is the best. No, we all African eat ugali. Just let me clarify, you Kenyan people. Don't make ugali like something out of this world. No. If you go to South Africa, they eat ugali 24/7. In Cabo Verde, they eat ugali with milk. In Western Africa, Gabon, those areas, they eat with milk as a breakfast. Okay? So, also, when you guys talk about those green leaves, we eat, but we call, like in Mozambique, we call cove, Cove. We cook with different manners. Some people they put coconut milk. Some people they put tomato, onions, a bit of meat, and together they boil with what's called. They had a lot of veg. So to clarify, ugali is shima. In South Africa, you just ask for papa. If you go to Zimbabwe, say I want papa. Okay. So if you go to ShopRite, you're gonna see is there. Every shop of ShopRite have top score and all this is ugali. If you come to the UK, there is a lot of shops, especially in Reading area. They sell, and all the stations also, and all the stations. You guys that are out there in this life, if you come to the United Kingdom, and most of the train stations, there is a shop called Savannah. That is a South African shop. You can find most African food drinks there that you find in ShopRite. If you're from Ghana, if you're from Kenya, if you're from South Africa, Botswana, and Mozambique, Zimbabwe, all these, remember everything that ShopRite sells, you can find here at Savannah. You can find at Liverpool Station, there is Savannah shop. At Victoria Station, there is Euston East. All the train stations, Paddington, there is one. You can go buy your ugali. You don't need to bring it with you. Just come. Is acceptable price. You can come and buy and take home. That's what I do every Friday. I buy my ugali, I bring is here. If you wanna, I can even go pick it up, show you. So basically, I wanna do that to show you. So my brothers, this is ugali. This is inside here. Is ugali. This is a powder of ugali. So there you go. I don't know if you guys are gonna see. This is ugali. So don't think it's only Kenyan stuff. I know how Kenyans are proud, but everybody eats ugali. I just want to say thank you, first of all. I don't see anybody say something else. Let me scroll down. I saw somebody laugh here. Mohammed, yep, look like. Costa, Mohammed again, thank you. There is another gentleman join us. Shikuipe. God bless. Thank you, brother. Join me. Please subscribe to my channel. And yeah, very good. Mohammed, you welcome here in Kenya, my brother. You are our African moms are the best. Believe me, believe. My mother passed away, and when I saw Congrats Mom time to time, the way he treats his elder son, Ayamara. Sometimes I wish to cry. I saw recently this lady from the UK, and one of the things that really surprised me is how Congrats Mom embraced this woman. This woman just kicked off from here and just flew it. And then this taxi driver that was there in Nairobi, the airport. You see how this brand Ayamara is bigger. Yeah, Ayamara has done foolish stuff. Let's accept it. I do accept that Ayamara has done foolish stuff. Fully accept it. But has grown out of this foolishness. Recently say something very interesting. Sorry to take it away. Very soon will be somebody in his life. He's talking about a woman. Anyway, how this woman has been embraced, carry, love it, remembers my mother, my grandmother. My grandmother comes from the village. And I can tell you, I've been in South America. I saw these Latin women are quite almost closer to us. The Latin culture is closer to Africa in some way, somehow. But the only place in South America I've seen the women's working harder, like African woman was in Peru, these Peruvian people. And then in the Amazon, that triangle there. Yeah, but in Amazon, is things are more relaxed, the nature helps, but not like in Africa. Our mothers go to and extend sacrifices beyond imagination. Look, when Ayamara talk about his earliest days, the hardship, and this is one of the things really make is this guy come to the village just showing his like he's a king in his glasses. He does not understand the value of us, our culture, the respect of our culture. When you come to visit somebody, you come to see somebody, you announce yourself. You don't come with all these bling blings. You come as a simple person, an humble person. You see, this is one of the things I love our mothers. Our mothers raise us to be simple as possible we can. You see, this is one of the things I say. African women are unique. Most recently, I deal with this community of Somalians. I saw a lot of Somalians around me. I see how these Somalian women look after their kids. They are not one. They are some. They have 6, 7 kids. You know. And then I feel offended when this Somalia young American Somali comes here and say, "I'm not freaking African. I'm not a black." That guy must dig his own place there in America, paint himself. In America, the justice system, when you go to court, they don't look you as a white, they look you as a black, classify you black. And then as a black, they make sure they make your life hell. So when I see my mother, when I see your mother, or any black woman walking the street, I take off my hat. Because what is through the body, I can tell you, is pain, hard work. So, yeah, Ayamara, you are, I don't know what I'm gonna say to you. Ayamara, expect unexpected. This party, there is two things here I'm seeing. I'm gonna talk as a on the perspective as an engineer. There is something missing in your planning about to decorate your house. And this is one of the short points these people, this king of travel, they're spotting. These people they're spotting a lot of things. They're asking, why you Ayamara building a wall? What you don't need to build that wall. It's your land. What you need is focus on the house. If you could make sure the swimming pool is ready, so your people, your visitors, they have to have experience of lifetime. That's what you want with this party, a lifetime experience. So try to start put doors inside the house. If the doors are not ready, you can very well buy the tiles. Start put the tiles. Tiles are very interesting. Cook soon as possible. You start tight the floors, painting, putting the plugs, all this stuff that requires. Fix the kitchens. Try to bring somebody with the expertise of decoration, a human, a lady. You had a very nice friend when you went to Mombasa last time that have a complex there. You can talk to them to help you to decorate your house. You need to start buying some sofas, but good sofas, because these YouTubers, when they come to visit you, they want to sit comfortable and start use their computer to put content. People they come to your part to create content and have fun. That's what people will come to Nyambowanzi. Also to share knowledge and learn from each other. That is going to be like a conference. I had made this comment in my previous video. This YouTube should take an opportunity direct on that all any business person. This is an occasion to show off Kenya, the best of Kenya at Ayamara compound, the Medellin Villa. So also the business in Yambuanzi will be the motorbike people, the people with the taxi, the shops, the all. The other the chain supply of Yambuanzi will go like boom over suddenly. And many things are gonna start miss. And the people they should start look to put more stuff, more logistics, food, vegetable. This is the time people they want to sell a lot of things, fruits and everything. Bring it in to Nyambwazi. Water. There is no water. Drink water I'm talking about. Ayamara should start stock big containers of mineral water bottles. You're gonna need thousands and thousands of water bottles, liters of water. These are the things. Toilet paper. I see Ayamara does not have a proper septic tank. I don't want to argue that I'm not in Kenya, but the septic tank that has been designed for Ayamara, I don't agree. I disagree completely. This I'm talking about from the point of view as a civil engineer. I disagree completely what that plumber has done. But it's a decision between him, it's his choice. But that is not correct. He should build a really septic tank with the true phase interfaces, the where the discharge and then fluctuates and then end up, and then it goes through the drainage. This easily you can explore online. Is available this information, but I don't want to interfere. He's the owner, is the guy who understands what he wants. But that what the plumber done is not gonna absorb. He will be spending more money build. He needs build extra toilets. You see. So I see Ayamara lose attention with these people. Ayamara have to start put security, not allow everybody to his compound. He needs to understand that his importance is start to be in his own, to think, analyze, and digest. He needs to start to create the landscape, because most of the people are going to come to Nyamboans are like TV shows. They will show up in Nyamboans everything that you guys behind your imagination. Ayamara has done the best advert ever done in YouTube for free, announcing this party. And the consequence of this is what you see these reactors financing themselves. This guy to come to Nyambwans and announce it's been financed. Somebody very clever has sent this guy there. And this is going to be a tough nut. That's what I say. This guy should be out of Nyambwans. Now I'm speaking. He might be watching. He should be out of Nyambwans because he was not strategic. He could be in silence, show up, contact people, and see how people go to the elders. Say, I want to redeem myself. How I deal with this situation. I have done this. But I don't think he deserved, because he done a lot of money. Lot. On expenses of Ayamara, in particular, talking about Mayugno. He thought Mayugno was the weakest link to get to Ayamara. And then he didn't realize also the Queen Miniawe was there to protect. How they call boss. Should not be boss. So Ayamara. So this is quite important, gentlemen. I see you guys. Why did you think Wadamaya is insulting Marwa? Marwa full of insults. Okay, let me. This is quite. I want to say Estelle Family TV. Thank you, sister. Look at this. Guadamaya, when he starts, he went to start aviation engineering in China, and then all of a sudden he discovered that if he can use a camera and showcase China and the people of China, and how an African can be in China, nobody criticized. I follow him. I do remember that time he was with Tony Megabush. It's a very interesting footage about him and Tony Megabush that I like. Repeat, he's like a comedian inside the shop, and the sound also makes things make that image so interesting. Is what the Maya not be able to understand the difference of what he does and what Ayamara does. They are two things different. And then Guatemala mentally, in my point of view, that's what I've been watching, listen, and see in ironic words of him. He wanna capture their audience. This is what the problem I have, or many people have. He wanna capture the audience. He wanna capture the likes. You wanna capture the sharing. You wanna capture the subscribers. You have 1 million, because when you get 1 million, you can see it just through one video. You capitalize. Money is in your bank account. But as a young fool, like everybody been young, he didn't realize that there is another content creators that out there that can overthrow him aside. So what the problem here is audience. He He managed captivate these Americans, these people, expats, people that are tired living this abroad. The expat, we are talking about the diaspora. He has opened the imagination of the diaspora that is possible invest in Africa. But this diaspora also, they want to something that entertain themselves. There where the clash come is Ayamara entertain the same people that Guatemala showcase Africa narrative. And then is when he's asking about other YouTubers, Adam Guatemala never ever in any interview has mentioned name of people of Africa that are doing a good job. Never. Because he became more politician, he became more commercial, that he came, that he thinks. Look the cheaper wedding that he done to this Mrs. Trudy. Look that wedding as an African. And then look when Ayamara talk about marriage, when Ayamara talk about polygamy. So we have two things different here. We have two agendas. And that is what Guatemala doesn't like because he is not being included in the conversation. Guatemala want to be in everything possible. He want to be like a controller of what's happening to this, what happened to that, what happened to this. There is a scenario, Guatemala and Tayo Aine in South Africa when it was the floods in Durban. You watch proper that video where the two come. You're gonna see how Guatemala is not comfortable. How he talks, how his body language, how you start to see this guy here, what the hell's going on here? These guys are doing something together. And Tayo Ayana, simple person, done his part, he went away and better. Tayo Ayana is doing much better compared to Guatemala. He's throwing the Nigeria diaspora, he's throwing the African diaspora, he's showing us our brothers excelling out of our borders. This is where the problem is the insult when he brings Ivan. If you had that conversation when he spoke between Ivan, how dare you gonna bring an American passport bro to Africa to talk about another African? Really? And then sometime back, he say he done peace with Ayamara. So there was the problem with Guatemala. Guatemala became a gossip master. And you guys are not realizing. Look when he went to visit Tony Megabush in Zimbabwe. How he trashed Tony Megabush without Tony Megabush realizing this guy's talking crap. No, I have done this for you and you're gonna get this trip. Okay, fine, positive vibe, good. Everything is in film. But I have to spend my money. Oh, hold on. So all these trips that you go to Congo, whatever, is your money. Those people you're doing the videos, you're promoting them, that's not subsiding you. Bolex, Guatemala. Bolex is the worst nightmare. Guatemala has gone out of his way to his audience, the people he target, the people he convinced to come back Africa, to Ghana in particular. The kings is an example. They're in Ghana because Guatemala, and the kings are doing very good job in Ghana. Very good job. This is an example. Many of these Afro-Americans, they came to Africa in early days visiting South Africa, thanks to Guatemala. So because of that, those people come and refer Guatemala as a reference and see Ayamara showcasing Africa and diaspora. Men of Guatemala felt it's like I'm losing. Somebody is taking my bread. Nobody's taking his bread. This is where people they don't understand here when we talk about Guatemala and Ayamara. There is huge, there are two pieces apart. There's two things, they're two subjects completely. Narratives aside, one is about traveling, one is about showcase Africa. That is Guatemala business, politics, marketing Africa. How is possible to do things in Africa? And Ayamara is how you transform a village in something else, unexpected. Guatemala has not transformed any village in Ghana. Guatemala has not invested anything in Ghana. There is no such community where he can say, look, when he showcases his house, where is his house? He's in the middle of this field. Boom, nothing. I have this empire of this. I have no, you are promoting business people. That business people wants. They will tell you, I'm giving you a flat, I'm giving you this. Because by showcasing his videos, a million people seeing, people they will go buy from those people. And what Ayamara is not the point of buying. Ayamara is to tell the younger man, look the Burundian travel where he is. He's in India. Look such experience in India. Look, Priya was in power. Even the Ayamara have these feelings. Priya is an example. And that itches Guatemala. Guatemala feels that he is the one should be showing these travelings, these trips around the world. That's why Ivan came to Ghana. He thought could be successful by going with Guatemala. That's what he ends the title of the gold ship master. Look how full through this follow his eyes. It's the wife. Yeah, okay, fine. Some people they start saying, no, she used to be a prostitute. It's none of my business. As I say earlier, I do respect the African woman. They work hard to achieve where they are. And I think Trudy has worked very, 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 very. Is one day me, and then when I look to Trudy, I say, God, what a camera can empower a woman, a young like this. But unfortunately, this mad guy, this nonsense, does not want to care. She needs to be caring more. Look to his house, inside his house. Look, a man so powerful. What he does, paying people to fly over the world. Yeah, you can pay people, can play. Ayamara doesn't need to pay people to film him. Doesn't need the crew. He's the crew. He's the man. They waste the things. I hope you ever understand, or you may have another point of view. Dorka, Dorka, hi Dorka, how are you? And there is no more relationship between the two. Good, good. To be honest, let me to tell you something. I live in South Africa, and then there is something I have learned in Africa, in South Africa particular. The people of South Africa for many, many years been subjugated of this thing called apartheid. Anyway, when the apartheid they say is over, apartheid is not over, brothers. I want to tell you the truth. Now the racists in South Africa, we black people, we are the racists. And this is one of the biggest problem of South Africa. Who the racists now? The blacks. You find a black man hate another black man, you get shocked. You find a black man wake up in the morning, go rob another black man. You find a black man just kill a white man just on the pleasure because his ancestor was killed by a white man. So if these two they are not together, I want to tell you why I'm so happy. Because Guatemala does not respect the basics of Africans. You don't hate somebody because you have achieved just something. What happened in South Africa? You buy a BMW, your brother will come to rob your BMW. They think you are white because the BMW should be driven by white people. Not you. You should be with me there eating papa. You see this mentality? Lower IQ. So this is one of the things that I'm happy they're not. Even I do recommend it. I recommend it to Ayamara. Don't bother. Don't even bother to think about Guatemala. Do your own thing. One day in life, there will be you two in a show and a conference around the world. Just take him as another human being. Just appreciate his work, but don't acknowledge him. Him is the one distance himself. That's what he's trying to do with Trudy. Distance from Kenya, stay here, stay here. You are mine, you are mine. But he does not realize what truth is. Believe me, this relationship, what am I Trudy, we're gonna see more. Is when I talk about this guy, Austin Alloman. Watch this guy, this passport bro is returned to Nairobi recently. Watch these stories. So, Dorka, I hope you, uh, Dorka, what you say, you eat the bottom. Uh, well, say, sir, this Ezi Mazubudu, thank you. First of all, I want to acknowledge you, all of you. You are 32 people in this life. It's gone over an hour. I can spend the time talk about many things here, but I want to first of all say to everybody, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please join me. I'll try to educate myself to come more live time to time. Also, there is a common Polita, thank you. You retract your message, but anyway, was good. Watch him on the interview with Ivan, then rethink. Okay. Zimbabwe is called Taza. Hit the like button, Dorka. Okay, thank you. Uh, Estelle TV, why did you think Guatemala is an insult? Yeah, I have explained. But the man is lost. I used to love him. I used to love him, to be honest. I used to be mad that I went home every day and watching him. Welcome here in Kenya. Thank you. There is no more relationship between the two. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cosmopolitan. I'm a Portuguese speaker. Okay. Good reaction watching from Mozambique. Olá, meu irmão. Olá, olá. Cumprimentado. Moshileliwa. Say Makua. Sorry, people. Just I'm greeting somebody from Mozambique. Makua is Moshileliwa is how are you? How are you doing? In Shangan. Kunjan. I know that is Zulu. Yeah. Muito obrigado do coração. From my heart, thank you for watching. Join to my channel, please. Subscribe and share with others, our brothers. Kenya people deserve. Remember our history of independence passed through Kenya. The spine, the dorsal spine of our independence was in Kenya, the first place where it starts. Kenya has a lot of good things done to many countries, as telling, Sir, Ivan is our brother. It is our brother. Ivan has lost the consciousness, the appreciation of the African since he got that American passport. Many people, this is one of the issues, was a debate between Ayamara, Ivan, and this Latin lady that is a lawyer in Washington that Ayamara met in Colombia. And then they are talking about different aspects and different issues. And one of the things I realize, when we Africans, we are brought in the diaspora, we need to remind ourselves a very interesting point. We come from somewhere. Somewhere have some differences. Social first, and then the environment we surround it. Like the environment I am here. I can't go outside, just stand outside. It's bloody hell cold. There is people will not greet me. People will not entail a conversation with me. Even I say hi, hey guy, what you doing? People just will pass and look me like that. So this way Ivan comes. Ivan have an agenda. This guy is from Cameroon. He went to America, gained citizenship. That is good. Mutua done it. Mutua 3 done it. But look how Mutua embraced Ayamara. Look like Lois, Mr. Lois. Huh? And other brothers and sisters that helped Ayamara in that circumstance. And look what was all about Ivan. Ivan taught the friends of Ayamara. Ayamara will open him an endless doors of the world. But behind that was this sickness that humans have about sex. I had this issue when I was young, and then I learned overcome. It's something crazy. We African, this sex is we are driven by sex. That's why we have a lot of children. That's why we have big families. Because we love our woman. We are lover lovers. Remember Shagarab? We are the lover lovers. We are not the men look a woman like a toy, use and throw. Yeah, Ayamar has done this for the circumstances. That was fool, stupid of him. I hope he have learned now. We saw now there is not so much humans coming. If there is, it's a private matter. That is good. But Ivan, even when he went to see Guademaya, the language, the conversation. Remember done a video about this pig. I done a video about this pig. This is not a man that is traveling the world and showcase the world. Look his videos. Look in Brazil, when he was in Brazil. If you hear the conversations, it's all about, if I come to Brazil, I want to have sex. Come on, people. This is a private matter. You want to have sex? You got the money? You want to buy sex? You buy. You want to just convince a woman to have a relation with you? Free to do it. So this brother is 100% wrong the way what he done. Now he's gonna miss the opportunity of his lifetime to come to party, where this party gonna be everybody. It's a party where the YouTubers gonna know each other. They're gonna share it, and then the audience of different they're gonna mingle and mix. This is gonna be an explosion online. In this platform, we're gonna go crazy. Facebook. What's called IG, Instagram. Did you ever imagine this thing? There have been parties in Ibiza, there have been parties in Cyprus and all, where YouTube, where Instagram, Facebook went off. Now is our time, Africa time. We are going to celebrate in this platform. We're gonna show the world that we Africans also do things. Not about these reactors. The reactors are just waste of time. is for those people, really sad people. Yeah, believe me, not everybody is sane. There's people that lonely people that for no reason they hate other because they had this person go around the corner and kiss somebody who is a gay. Who is that? I'm not nothing against gays. Well, if you are, it's your choice. You have choice yourself. But does entitle somebody go on your back, stab you because you're gay? You're a human being. You done a choice. So you should be respect since you respect other. If I do respect your space, your feelings, you respect my space, my feelings. And that is the problem with Ivan. When I take things away from Ayamara and the girls, everything was about it. This guy Sultan has made it very. Sultan basically took his off, put him naked. Remember when you say this girl about is nagging you, this friend of this was the point, the tipping point. When Ayamara is landing in Washington, he's calling Sultan. You see how he react in the car, and then he's like, "There is a bunny." When he's in the flat, anyway, I can tell you logo stories because I watch these things when to get out of the mathematics and the chemistry and things going on in my head, the GISs and metas. But I'm glad that you guys have spent time with me. The only thing I feel real sad is that the king of travel, these negative reactor shows at Mayugno, and this is very sad, and is something that I can't understand. I don't see even your comments. The other thing also for me is very sad is see Mayugno how he's been isolated and left out. He's on his own. Even Mike, there is one Mike guy helping Mayugno, push him up and all this. Somebody trying to find a way of peace between Mayugno and I know these things of money. This is another point where we have to talk here about this Ayamara brand. It's no longer about the Ayamara person, it's the brand. When this called Great Father Ayamara, the King Ayamara. Ayamara is just a human being that does empower people. And this trip to Africa is going to empower more people. And one of the persons, lucky one, is Mini Awi. And Mini Awi is not only the queen of the talk show of Ayamara. No, no. Ayamara says something very interesting on the first video when they met, when she was summoned. I like that word, summoned by the boss. She have to go do extra content. If you see in my channel, I do extra content. And that extra content, in the beginning is going to be harder, but will emulate her to step out of the box, only just sit in front of a camera and just reacting. No, I Ayamara this, that Ayamara that. She can do that. She can create a room and invite Irene, people to positive others, and create this talk show, another channel called the Ayamara Talk Show, and like opera. Guys, you remember opera? The American talk show lady? She can do that, and she will do it very well. Miniwawe will do it very well. If she created this show, she will do very well. She can bring people they against the positive gang, negative gang, and interact. You see, in interact, Ayamara does these lives, and on Sunday she can integrate these lives of Ayamara on Sunday, and then that will create a dynamic on these channels that will go like a bomb, will fuse. Even the reactors, they will be like crazy. They will not have time how to react to everything, how to digest. Is what is happening right now. Is people trying to digest this presence of Ayamara in the village. Even Ayamara is shocked that the village has changed. If you see the interview Mini Awi with Davy Jr. today, how David what he was saying, what is happening with him and other people, and see that also Uncle Mo finally has become to sense that Ayamara is a source what Uncle Mo has achieved. Uncle Mo is a stubborn person. If you don't guys don't realize, Uncle Mo thinks history, you know, jealousy, but that is a literacy of Uncle Mo. But thanks time has mold Uncle Mo in a such way he now understands the value of Ayamara, not only as part of his family, but also the need of him gain respect. If he does not respect Ayamara people, they will support him not as such way. I hope you guys are with me. Uh, Okay, Estelle Family TV. The Missy Trudy is okay with the wedding ring. They just celebrate 1 year anniversary. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's go on. I have a lot of time. Tomorrow is a free day. Gentlemen, gentlemen, when you watch YouTube, let me explain to you. I done a video addressed to the Mozambique people speaking Portuguese. Before I go talk that, I want to explain to you why I done that video. They call the way of people in Mozambique acting with YouTube. They don't appreciate. In my country I come from, people, Mozambique beat Benin recently, and somebody done a video and post on YouTube. Very nice, nice footage about the goals. Do you know that guy didn't get one like from Mozambique? He got likes from Brazil, another place. Do you know how many people watched that video from Mozambique? 1.2 million. He didn't got one Mozambique people subscribe it. But do you know how many people load that video from Mozambique and share it in another platform? 500,000. So what I'm trying to say to you, I'm an African and I watch things and go beyond those things thinking further. It's like the war in Ukraine. I sit and look that war and I ask myself, that guy died for his country. Was worth it? They are fighting cousins, but the one who say you invade me forgot something. They're same blood. So when we're gonna talk about this Trudy story, you have to understand who's Trudy, where Trudy comes. Trudy comes from the streets of Nairobi. Who was Trudy before? I don't know much about Trudy, but I had a comment she used to be a prostitute. She used to be a street girl. If I'm wrong, please correct me in comments. That will highlight me. But this young lady had lost a mother. She went out on her own and she started her own life. Humble. And this YouTube took her around places and things, showcasing that everybody does. Look Casta's videos and then you're gonna see. It's like the beginning of Trudy. And then somehow, somewhere, no man more in Kenya could give love, appreciation to Trudy. Family, parents. This is what we Africans sometimes we are very bad people. When other people are in tough moments, in need, we just disregard them. Mayugno is an example. His own father disregarded him. This is an example of Trudy. I'm not talking here nonsense. Okay? So, Trudy becomes a figure on YouTube. And this, I will tell you, F man, I'm saying the F word, called Guatemala, discover love. Love is love. Not love is hidden. It's not anything here on you. They can be hidden even in these glasses. I put these glasses and somebody get in love with me. Only because I put these glasses change my appearance complete and somebody gets attracted. So this relationship grow from blues like a flower. Beautiful. We watch it, we saw it fly over, cross and over, doing this and doing that. Yeah. But remember, these two countries, there is Kenya, there is Ghana. The Ghana's people, they eat ugali. They eat ugali. I want to tell you this story about ugali. Ugali is cooked in different forms and shapes. You know, some people they use banana, some people they use, but it's the same. Some people use yam. Oof, I can tell you. Some people they use this small round. We call mapira. I don't know in English. In Zimbabwe, and Mozambique, and Zambia, and Tanzania, and Uganda, they use it. Something small around, grows up on the bush. Sometimes we give chickens to eat. So there is culture, a very, very intensive culture of love for their ancestors in Ghana. The way things have to happen in a wedding. There is culture, how things have to be done in Kenya. And then this is all about ancestors, history. So when this guy decided to marry this woman, I want to tell you, was already desperate to get a man that can protect and make her feel. That was the problem with Trudy. Trudy didn't have somebody to embrace. If it was another man out there embrace, she could have a better wedding. So this F man called Wadamaya, that everybody think is rich because they eat a million. Wadamaya have money. Could even do it much better. People give him a ring, people give him everything for this wedding happen. So why the Maya could not send people advance to the family? That's what we African do. People, Changana people, when they leave, where they say, my son is gonna marry South Africa, they leave a family, a bus full of people. They cross the border to South Africa, to Zimbabwe, to Botswana, to Zambia, to Malawi, to Tanzania. They're going to the bride's house, prepare the conditions, help, not just go by like Tulani say, Njan Baba. A dying cow even can't walk. Just they bought around the corner because somebody say, hey, you have to take a cow. That was the problem is with this marriage. She can feel happily married. But when she will sit and think about is where the problem will start. Nobody yet has remember she does not have a mother, only have a father. He's a man. And then poor man is sick. Look the effort she does to help his father. When a figure mother steps forward from her side and tell her, listen, this your life needs this ABC. We Africans, we need Ben to be what's calling like a church thing. Sorry, I know in Portuguese, benção to be blessed. by your mom's ancestor, your father's ancestors' family, and they were Wadamaya faith. They were Wadamaya faith. He had the blessing of his mother, but he didn't have a blessing of the mother of Mrs. Trudy. He didn't have a blessing of Mrs. Trudy entire family. When an African woman marries, it's like this family take their daughter and give to you. In return, you give something that makes sense. You respected them, and then you know my daughter's been carried. I don't need to be worried. That is what we Africans all about. This is, you can say this guy have an old mentality. No, it's a principle. It's our culture. It's the way we come. It's the way we are. It's values. But anyway, that is not the point here. Okay. Asia Nakwande, you and Wadamaya. No, it's Wadamaya has taken my head out. I love that. I love his programs. I love the content Wadamaya creates. I really say the quality of Wadamaya content creation is amazing, amazing, amazing. But Wadamaya as a person himself, the way he interacts in the society, the way he does things, does not make sense at all. I met people from Ghana, my brothers from Ghana. Huh? Remember when we were to buy a Mercedes to take to Ghana? Remember when you used to work in security there in Victoria Station? I used to work with these guys, and I would see the value they have of life. But anyway, gentlemen, I see people that are going home. Danaja, daughter, she met Wadamaya when she had over 50K subscriber. That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Exactly. The thank you for correcting our fathers here. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go sleep. Let's go rest. Tomorrow we have to digest this King of Travel land and announce it in Nyambohanse. Let hear the drama, what is gonna happen, and then how these men gonna disappear from the content. Bye bye everybody. I see people going. Bye bye. Love you everybody. Please subscribe. Please share it. Please give me a like. Make me just reach 1,000. Please. Love you. I embrace you all.